Sometimes I just be sitting and thinking about, a whole bunch of different stuff, and a whole bunch of different stuff, and then I'll just pop out of it, and I'll start back working.
His personality is one that he's kind of quiet and keeps to himself, but some people mistake that as him maybe not paying attention, or maybe they mistake it as him not caring or something. It's funny because he absorbs everything around him. He just don't be saying shit. He just be keeping it to himself, and so all of a sudden you come and talk to him about it later, and he knows everything that you're talking about because he just pays attention. So he's quiet, but he's only because he's being respectful and he means well.
Scoot over to the right.
Gemini is he's a really hard worker. He's very motivated, and he's very willing to do things. Like he goes above and beyond what you ask him. And then if he's not sure about something, he will ask. Though sometimes he is a little quiet when you do talk to him, so you're not sure if he's like understood it. But then he goes and completes whatever it is that needs to be done. And it's like, oh, okay, so you did hear me.
What the hell? So you talked to her earlier, then just now she don't speak English no more.
Straight up, she don't speak English no more.
Rico came in.
We met Gemini through De Niro Ferrar. He's an artist out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Before De Niro flew out here, he had asked if his friend Gemini could come along because Gemini really wanted to learn filmmaking, and of course we said, yeah, bring him along, we'll teach him what we know.
Have you had any initial surprises since being here? Anything that kind of caught you off guard?
Nah, not really so far. Not yet.
What do you like? What are you enjoying the most out of it?
LA, it's a lot of stuff to do out here, and it's a lot bigger than where I come from, because our downtown would have been ended like fucking 5-10 minutes ago.
I think my first impression, he was pretty quiet, but he was very, very eager to learn whatever we had to offer, and I think it was really cool. We had I think really good bonding.
Over those 3 weeks, we got to see kind of who Gemini was, and I taught him for about a week and a half in the beginning, and at first it was taking a little bit more time than I wanted to for him to get it, and then eventually one day it just clicked, after that week and a half or so. The light bulb kind of turned on for him. Fast forward, he had asked if he could move out here because he just wanted to pursue his dream of filmmaking. I knew I was gonna have to give back to somebody, but I didn't know it was gonna be so soon. But Gemini's a good person to do it because he's gonna take full advantage of the opportunity to be here and learn from us and join our team.
You see me back later. They're gonna do some Ricky, some other shit. We're gonna do some studying. Alright, I'll just holler at you later on today or tomorrow or something. Alright, anyway. Alright.
It's just so funny because we moved him into my closet. My closet's big enough to where we literally went, when we first moved in, said, man, you can put a bed in here. Oh, there's a bed in there now, and Jim and I sleep in it, and I kind of move my clothes aside, and he gets to shut his door, be alone, and kind of keep his thoughts to himself, and you need that when you're doing this big risk. You gotta be isolated, because when we first moved out here, we were all sleeping on each other, me, JR, and Isaiah. We didn't have our own rooms for 4 or 5 months, so that takes a huge toll. And just that little bit of closet space. I had to sleep underneath the desk, so I don't feel too bad for him. He has a really nice setup. So I had to sleep under my desk. So, but even that, some people sleeping in the closet it might get to them, you know. But Gemini has a good attitude, so he's gonna do good.
Yeah, you almost seen what I was looking at.
Dude, I just watched him big up.
I didn't tell nobody I was coming to LA because I knew everybody, like family members and friends or whatever the case may be. I knew everyone would try to keep me at home. They just tell me like don't go, like wait like a couple more months and shit like that. But I was like nah, wait a couple more months, like for what, really?
He proved himself that last time he was here, and then when we went on the Vietnam trip, he proved himself even more because he came in being a BTS photographer, video guy for us on that trip. He was just coming to do it for us. And then halfway through, I needed another camera operator bad, and Jim and I stepped up to the plate, and he didn't even ask any questions. I didn't know if he was nervous or not, but he stepped up to the plate and he did an amazing job.
You know, eventually, like later on down the road, 5-10 years, I can start directing, and between that time frame, I want to learn how to direct and get even better at storytelling. Right now, I don't really know much as far as like storytelling. I just go out and film.
Gemini is pretty good at following directions on set and executing what we need to get done. And like everyone, we all make mistakes here and there, and I mean it's okay. The fact is that the ability to work hard and to continue to learn is what's important, and to have a positive attitude, and that's something I really enjoy about Gemini.
He has this unique laugh that you could hear about 50 yards away from him, and you know he's coming around the corner. I can't even like reproduce it, it's too hard. But anyways, so he's a happy person internally, and he's very he has a really good attitude when it comes to struggling and the grind and what it really takes for you to pursue something. He has that work ethic that needs to be there in order to get what he wants. So
That was amazing. Brilliant. 10 out of 10.
You almost got it, boys. Next one. Next one.
They gave me a skateboard, but I don't know how to skate, so I'm just holding it.
like Gemini. You ready to go back?
Go back where?
Home.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Nah. Gotta get more work done. I don't got time to go back home. Go back home for my family, but other than that, I ain't going back home. There's no point. Like pretty much my role right now with the Real Ghost is to keep up on social media, engage with the fans or supporters, and you know, just keep grinding. Everyone in the house wake up early, and you know, they get to work as soon as they wake up. So that helps me a lot as far as like motivation and to make me keep wanting to do it, because it's no negative energy going on in the house. Everybody work ethic is crazy, and sooner or later, you know, they'll get better at what they do and continue to proceed.
it's a good trade-off, really, between Gemini and us. He gets to learn how to make videos and storytell, and we get content from him doing so.
Yeah, I think that it's crazy to think like that. You just mentioned it, and I was kind of feeling. I was feeling kind of like, you know, I don't want him to feel underappreciated. You know, because the small task of, hey, make some content for us online and do this social media stuff, to some people might be like, that's so petty, or that's so small, or whatever. But shit, when you came here, you were waking people up and getting paid for it, right? That you were an assistant. So like, you weren't learning anything as a filmmaker, you know, how to be a better filmmaker. You were learning PA type weird whack shit. You know, we're actually kind of hoping that the project, I hope that he could see that the project that I'm getting, like he's training. All this is training. He's got to learn how to shoot, he's got to learn how to edit, and how to tell a story of him. Like, to even tell a story about yourself in an unbiased way is a learning experience. So, I mean, shit, you've only done it for a year and a half, and you see how far you came. I mean, you didn't know anything about filmmaking. You just knew that you liked movies. You kind of fell into it, but you've transformed really a lot in the last 6 months. So being here is totally different. Being here and working like it is totally different. And Gemini is gonna fast forward for sure.
Yeah, we definitely will. It's a roller coaster, Gemini. So you need to hang on, buddy.
That's for sure. That is for damn sure. Shit's not easy.
Tell, is there anything that you want people to know about you? Like, I don't know. Do you have any, like, do you have a favorite movie or a favorite, like, filmmakers that you look up to?
No filmmakers.
Not yet. It's all good.
Not yet. I don't know. I don't have any specific, all-time favorite filmmakers.
What were your feelings, like as you were getting ready to leave and come here?
Oh, that's a good one. I forgot about this one, but my biggest concern was, and what was on my mind is leaving my family and my brothers back at home, and leaving my mom, to sacrifice my dream. When I got to my ride to Charlotte Douglas Airport, the whole ride I was thinking about my family and my loved ones. I was just like, damn. I'm really finna leave. Like, for real. Like, no bullshit. So, it hit me like, I started thinking like real deep once I got on the plane, and this shit started, it started to get ready for the takeoff. I was like, damn. I was like, ain't no more just waking up, you know what I'm saying, being able to see my brothers and hanging out with my guy Jay Stacks, and being able to chill and hang out with, chill with like people I messed with back at home. And that shit just kept running through my head like, damn, like, this shit is real. So, like, once the plane took off, like, I was pretty much thinking forward, and I wasn't like really looking back. And I didn't realize I was making the right decision. That's why I chose to leave so soon. I didn't have much money to leave, but I had enough money. I had enough money to be able to leave because I sold my car at home, and then just put that in my bank account and flew down here, and that's pretty much the money that I use to survive and stuff like that out here. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to my goal, and the first step was moving from home, not being afraid to leave home. So every day when I wake up, I look at my wrist, which on my wrist is a tattoo of my best friend, Agent Potts. He passed away close to my birthday. I look at that and then I use it as motivation. Not only that, I know, like I know someone that came from, like I seen it happen. I know someone that came from not having all this stuff to them having this stuff, and I watched it happen. So that also keeps me motivated and help me believe a lot more that I know for sure that it's possible, because I've seen it done. Sometimes I just be sitting and thinking about, a whole bunch of different stuff, and a whole bunch of different stuff, and then I'll just pop out of it and I'll start back working.